Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
What did you think to the new credits, everybody? What did you think?
Where's Flamborough?
Be nice, Adrian. Be nice. Oh, he's gone daft. Good evening, Rodney. Adrian, are you going to welcome everybody this evening for us? Oh, thanks, Pamela. Pamela said it's very nice. Thank you, Pamela. At least somebody's listening.
It is nice. It's good. I like it. Good evening, everybody.
I saw you dancing.
And welcome.
He forgets I can see him backstage dancing.
That was me. My brother.
Yeah, it was. Oh, yes, it was.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Bridlington Spiritualist and Spiritist Fellowship for tonight's service with the wonderful Rodney Hewitt. How are you?
Yay! We are not worthy.
And welcome Sarah, who's invited me on from Spiritual Unity as well. Right, Rodney, would you mind awfully in opening prayer for us? That'll be followed by the Lord's Prayer, which I'll say.
Okay, yeah. Just join together as we open our service in prayer. And if I may speak to you, Spirit of God, Creator of all that is beautiful within our lives, as we see within the sun, the moon, and the stars, and for what we see presented to us in the beauty of the world, and for the beauty of the skies, and for the beauty of our lives, and the challenges that we face. But we know that we have your support, and you are the one that will never turn away from us. No matter who we are, no matter what we do, you will be there. And at this time we ask, as we can blend together and join with Spirit, as we invite them amongst us to come and work together as one, to create the light, to send out into our world, into the places where it is dark and people know very little of you and the spirit world. To those that are born into conflict and war and know nothing else, know nothing other than conflict, let them see your light, let them feel your peace, and let them be aware of your love. And may we do all this in your love, which is now and forever. Amen.
Amen. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Amen. Thank you both. Yeah, I'm sorry everybody if the sound's going off. The internet's playing up terrible this evening, so we're just going to do our very best. But we laugh in the face of adversity. Shouldn't say that because it's going to go off now. Let's have a look. Let's pop a few people on screen that say good evening. Here we go. How about this? Let's say hello. Hello, Jan. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Pamela.
Hi, Pamela. I am
scrolling through. Facebook user, which I do believe is Angela. Hi. Oh no, Angela's there. Oh, I'll take it all back. I'm not sure. Oh, it's Nicola.
User. Hi, Nicola.
Hi, Tony. Good evening.
Hi, Tony. How are you doing, mate?
We've got another Facebook user. Hi. I'll have a look on the phone in a bit to see who that is. I'm just making sure we're saying hello. I think we've got everybody in there. We've got lots of people. If you want to say hello to you, pop your name in the comments and we'll say hi. So I think this evening we will do the healing candles next. What do you think?
Yeah. Before we start, can I just ask before we start, can I just ask that some healing be sent to our lovely friend Una, who should have been on tonight.
Absolutely. Healing sent to you, Nuna. Sorry you can't be with us. And Rodney, thank you for stepping in as always. Superstar as always.
Yeah, thank you, Rodney.
Yeah. I'm going to go to the absent healing prayer. And also, just to let you know, everyone, we have now got a healing page. If you want to join us on that, I have sent some invites out. Pop your healing names, people you want to send healing to on there, and we'll start reading them out. I'm hoping to get that scrolling on the screen. I just need to learn the tech bit first, so you might be waiting a couple of weeks. Right, here we go. Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, here we bring upon you all those listed in our absent healing books, that it may please thee to heal them, be they sick in mind, body or spirit, both those we know, those we don't know, and those who have no one to ask for them. We ask for them now. Amen. I agree, everybody. I love the candles too. They're just great. We're hoping to have real candles back in now. We've got our own church. We can have real candles. When we were at Applegarth, we had to have the, shall we call them, the battery flickers. We can have real ones in, and we'll have Adrian standing by with the, no, don't say it, with the fire extinguisher, because you know what I'm like, let up my hair on fire. Oh dear. Good evening, Daniela. I'm sorry that you're feeling out of sorts. Well, not your hair, you'll be fine. It's your beard you've got to watch. Oh, ouch. They just love it. You all love it. Rodney, I do believe we've got some philosophy for us this evening, and I'm going to make you much larger on screen so Adrian and I could just drink a bit of our Ovaltine and coffee or whatever Adrian's got while you do you do.
Okay.
I'll swap you over. There you go.
Right, thank you, and good evening, everyone. It's lovely to be joining you this evening, and I can see the names that are going up here as well, and a lot of familiar names, and names that are becoming familiar now as well. And Pamela Greatrix, I did meet her actually on Sunday, because she joined the service that my son Paul and me were doing at Cramlington. And I didn't know it was her because it just said Pamela, but she messaged me the day after and thanked me for the message. So, wow, yeah, I knew who it was then. Yeah, so that was great. And yeah, so it's nice to see everybody. And good evening to you, Tony, as well. It's nice that you're on with us. So I'll go on with the philosophy. I'm wanting to start it with a little poem. And it's a poem written by Graham Williamson. I haven't done any research on him because I can't find anything about him. But it's the poem that was interesting. And it's called I Am the Sun That Starts the Day.
Oh.
So I'll read it to you. I am the sun that starts the day. I am the light that shines the way. I am the smile on a child's face. I am all around in every place. I am the wind and on the breeze. I am the flowers and in the trees. I am in the stream that floats on by. I am in the birds that learn to fly. I am in the daytime and in the night. I am always with you, though out of sight. I am with you in good times and with you in bad. I am with you when happy and also when sad. I am your happiness, your pleasure, delight. I am the way, the truth, and the light.
Oh, that's lovely. I'm going to have to pinch that off you, Rodney. You might have to send that to me. I like that. That's really nice.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. And so what we can pick up on that is...
And I'm going to pinch it off Reverend Sarah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. And what I can pick up off of that, I am the bird that is learning to fly. And if we look at the way that we are in life, it's a case of this is the learning curve. This is the part where we're learning to step up from where we are. The spirit within us that is taking this essential part of this journey of life in this material form, stepping up for when we pass over to the spirit world, into the new life, and taking with us what we've learnt. I can always remember what they said at my father's funeral, and it was the first funeral that I'd lost a close relative, lost a close loved one. And the vicar said at the time, we bring nothing into this world and we take nothing out. And those words have always stuck with me. And I'm thinking, well, surely we take something out with us, not of the physical. We can't take any money with us, we know that, although I know some might try. And but what we're taking with us is what we've built in this life. And a lot of the time, there's so much that passes us by that we don't acknowledge or we don't realise is there. Beauty, it is never far away from us, but we don't always stop to look and find it because we're moving so fast. And the vastness of life at the moment and the speed of it all is rather quick. And it seems to be getting faster if we try and put the brakes on, and not seems to be working. And I'd just like to share something with you. And right, it's about an incognito busking on the Washington DC subway, done something in 2014, and where a gentleman stood in the Washington subway playing a violin as a busker. And he was standing there, he got his baseball cap on and he got his violin, but he's playing this beautiful music. For 45 minutes he played, and 1,070 people were counted as they walked by him and just ignored him. Only 7 people stopped to listen. And the thing about it was, he's a world-famous violinist named Joshua Bell. And the experience that he had was he was playing a multi-million-dollar Stradivarius instrument, and the music that he was generating is being described as a master or a genius. And he played firstly in Carnegie Hall at age 17, and it leads us to the fact of, well, do we appreciate beauty or do we pass it by? And that beautiful music that he was playing, nobody was taking any notice. And you could even see on the little short video of it, people were walking past looking at him and offering him some abuse. But yet he's playing all this beautiful music. It fills the symphony halls. And then he's just ignored because nobody knew who he was. And so when we look at it, does an artist need a frame to put his picture in to make it more beautiful, or is it beautiful anyway? And we can even look inside ourselves. We look at that spirit within us. That is beautiful. And somewhere out there is something beautiful. Are we going to look for it? Are we going to notice it? Today I'm outside working in my garden, hearing bird song, beautiful song, and seeing the birds walking up on the grass looking for food. Beautiful colours, beautiful blackbirds. And in a tree opposite my house, there is a bird quite some way up singing. And the noise that it's making, it's a beautiful song, beautiful bird song, and it's sustained for a long time. It wasn't going to say a little bit of a chirp and then it's flying away. It was up there singing away, and it seemed as though it was very, very happy. And it's out there somewhere. It's everything that is beautiful, and it's just up to us to slow down and just to notice it. And I'll just leave those words with you and just say thank you for listening to that.
Thank you, Rodney. That's so true, isn't it? We were saying this about even the Lord's Prayer. You know, we say it, don't we? But how many people actually think about what they're saying?
Yeah, we say it by rote, don't we? That's how we were taught at school.
Yeah, you've sort of done it from being this big, haven't you? You know, but yeah. Oh, you've got a lot of fans on here tonight, Rodney. Look. And then Sean's saying hello. Look, he had a private reading off you, and he was lucky enough to win it, and how wonderful you are. And everybody's saying how wonderful you are. Look, you see, you've got all these fans. No pressure at all.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that philosophy was great, but it is very, very true. It is very true. I know. Do you know people don't like just because you've mentioned the birds? People don't like not blackbirds, magpies, do they? But do you know, I sat once and looked out the window, and there's one right outside, and it's black and the white were like it had been painted on. It was so perfect. Yeah. You know, every line, and it was beautiful bird. And I thought, gosh, everybody's always saying how they don't like them, and I was in awe of how it looked like it had been painted on. Beautiful. Yeah, you got to really look, can't you? You know, you've got to look at what you're actually seeing.
Yeah.
The blackbird.
Yeah, has told people not to like it because of the blackbird song.
Yeah.
The magpie song, 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy. You know,
I see, yeah.
And superstition is built into people, and it takes them away from the beauty of things sometimes.
Absolutely, it does. Absolutely right. Spot on that, Rodney. Thank you for doing that for us. Well, we better put you out there, which is one of the many reasons that we'd like you to come on. So we'll put you out there because everybody's sat poised and ready. Thank you again, everybody, for joining us. Adrian and I are going to drop backstage now. And oh, look, you see, even Tony, look. We saw Rodney at Angel Wings in Rotherham. Lovely evening. There you go, you see. One medium to another.
yeah, excellent. I remember Angel Wings very well. It's a lovely place. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
I'm going to have to look at some of these.
Angel Wings. Yep.
Yeah.
I only know of the Angel Pub. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Again, you know, like Tony, I've seen Rodney work, and he's an amazing medium. He really is.
He is. So on that note, we better drop backstage, Adrian, and let him get on with it before we get heckled off.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, because nobody wants to look at me and you.
They don't. I know. They just want to see the main man, and I can't blame them.
Exactly. No, I can't. He's got more hair than me.
I'm not saying a word, not a word. Right, Rodney, we're going to drop backstage. If you need me, give us a shout. I shall try and put some messages up on the screen there, and we'll see you in a bit.
See you in a bit then, yeah. Thank you. So I'm on my own now, and with all the hype I've just had there with Sarah and Adrian, no pressure then. But okay, well, we'll see how it goes. And right, I know I'm seeing a lot of names going up, but this for me is working blindly. So I will just give out the information from Spirit that I am receiving, and if I can build the person and just see where it's going, giving some evidence of that person's survival. If you can resonate with it, if you understand who it is, then please let me know, and we'll take it from there, and we'll build on that link. And so it is lovely to see you all, and I can see as your names are going up. And right. Okay, so I do know that I have had a gentleman joining me. Right, I would have to describe this gentleman. He actually gives me the name. I don't always work with names. I don't ask him for names, but he gives me the name of George. I know that this would have been quite a popular name in his day, and as it is now, I think. I know a lot of people do call the children George, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, right. I feel with this gentleman. Right, I'm just going straight across my chest. I feel as though he would have had I want to say a massive heart attack, and that took him to spirit. And right, okay, I don't feel as though there was any warning. If there was, he's keeping it all to himself. Right, as I can describe him, right, I have to say, quite a nice, mild-mannered gentleman. But I want to say with him as well, a very intelligent gentleman. I feel as though there would be business work with him. I feel as though he might have worked for himself, or certainly at a time he would work for himself. So I feel as though I'm very good with my mind. I feel as also I'm very good with my hands. And if anybody can understand this gentleman, please let me know, and then we can go from there. But as I am, I'll just keep on working with him. Okay, we've got Janet saying that George is the friend. Okay, right. If it's okay. I'm not feeling as though I am necessarily a relative with this person. Even with Sophie saying it sounds like a great granddad, that could possibly be so. Okay, so I'll just work a little bit more with him, and we can just see where we're going, because I feel with him is the sort of person I'm not going to get into an agitated state with anything, and right, so I just feel as I'm just talking my way through, and I'm letting other people do the shouting, and letting them come at me like in an aggressive mode, but I'm just going to talk back to them. I'm not going to respond in an aggressive manner, although I would say that I can see he is a size to him, and I wouldn't want to mess with him, because he does look quite a strong face. I want to say he's got a fairly strong build as well, and right, and I know that he's just got all these wonderful interests, and the way that he does speak. I want to speak very calmly, but I also want to speak intelligently with him as well. Oh, right, he's making me aware. He seems to be putting this straight across me now, and it's like a shooting pain that went with him, and I'm falling forward with him as well. Right, if we can understand this, can we let me know, please? And right, thank you. Okay, firm but calm, Sophie. Thank you. Yeah, okay, he was indeed, and right, right, and right. I want to say if I'm building as well, right, I feel as though there would be some working with his hands if I'm either building or working with wood, or both, if that makes sense to anybody. Right, so I feel as though he would have been comfortable, but I also feel as though when he passed away to spirit, there was a little bit of a mess that he left behind, and a lot of things had to be cleared up. I feel like the suddenness of his passing, he didn't have the chance to, and I'm not putting him as a particularly old man. I feel as though he would have still been in his working years. I'm feeling as though I'm around 60 with him, quite possibly a little bit more than that. And right, I feel as though this is where I'm going to spirit world. Yeah. Right, thank you, Janet. Yeah, okay, we'll just see if we can get a little more, because I've just been given the sense of where there is a male person here that is causing a little bit of a problem at the moment. I want to say a little bit of a. I can see somebody that was having a little bit of a tantrum. If that makes sense to anybody, because he just seems to be making me aware where there's some little concerns about this, and right, as I know, he just wants to say he's just putting the calmness up on this as well. Right, as I just feel as though with him he's a sort of gentleman who's working from where he works from it. He's starting at the beginning with things, and right, he wants to take every step one step at a time. Right, and I feel as though he seems to be bringing this in for what we're planning to do at the moment as well. And I feel as though this would have been his way, and I can see him as he just stands quite tall, and right, and I know that he's particularly he has particular attentions to his knees as well. I feel as though there might have been some troubles with his knees, or whether he's making me aware of somebody here who's got a problem with the knees. Right, okay. I can't see anything going up at the moment, so I hope I haven't lost you. But I will just keep on going with him. Okay, and right, so I know that I get a lady that just joins in with him as well, and I feel as though it's like I've just got to come in together with these two people. It looks like I'm just joined right, but I also want to say he was a very private man as well, and it's like I'm not giving anything away. And right, Janet, you've got bad knees. Thank you. That's maybe where we're going. He's certainly not giving anything away, this gentleman. And as I am sitting with him, as he's coming around, and right, and he was I have to say, a very private person. It's like only the family would know him. He was in his 70s. It's something that he wouldn't have disclosed his age. And right, so I know that I feel like I'm just saying I were over 18, and right, I can just get that little bit of sarcasm with him. Okay, I'll take that as he's in his 70s, so that might be something that I've misunderstood from him. Right, okay, and as we move on. And right, okay, I've got Sophie, who was a very private person. Dad suffers with his knees, so I still might be with both of you. And right, so I'll just see if I can sort this out. Would we know about his work? Would it have been with wood and like I'm feeling like construction? Because I feel as though what I'm wanting to do is build a very firm base at the moment for one of you, and where I'm wanting to make sure that things don't collapse around you, and right, and I know that I'm still getting the problem male energy on the earth plane at the moment as well. If either of you can understand this. Okay, right. So I do know that I've also got a lady, and you don't know what he did, Janet. That's okay. As I know that I've also got a lady that seems to join with him, and the lady, I want to say, a little bit of a worrier, and Sophie, you're not sure about his work either. Okay, and right. A little bit of a worrier, and she seems to be doing the worrying for him. Right, so I do feel as though he held a lot in, and right. And I'm certainly not going to disclose anything, and but I just want to keep it all to myself, and instead of sharing it. Right, okay, right, okay. Either of you had some work done that's not quite up to a standard? Because I'm just being shown something where if I was doing some work in a kitchen or something like that, and the work is not quite up to standard. If that makes any sense to either of you, it just seems to be bringing that in. Right, okay, and right, so I feel like I've just got somebody here who's very, very much attentive to detail. I can feel him also. He's talking. He seems to talk sport as well, and I feel as though he would have had a love of rugby and cricket. Okay, I wasn't so keen on football, he's telling me, but right, Janet, you need a new kitchen, right? Okay, but he seems to be emphasising on some work that's been done that isn't quite up to standard. So, right, I'll just let you think about that one at the moment. But I'm. As I am drawn to him, what he draws to me as well is that either of you, whether it be Sophie or Janet, things are not getting past you. I feel as though it's like if I'm getting this male energy brought to me again, where somebody's trying to pull the wool over your eyes. Would you understand that? But it's a case of, well, the wool isn't coming over my eyes because I can see perfectly well, thank you, and I can see what's going on around me. And right, where I want to say I'm catching hold of everything. And right, Grandad used to love cricket, you're not sure. Okay, that's okay, fine. Okay, and right, okay. Right, but I'm feeling like I'm catching hold of everything, and I'm dealing with it. Okay, and right, okay. So I know that some of the time things are coming at you quite quickly, and it's like I'm wanting the element of surprise around you. Right, okay, and right, that element of surprise but it still isn't getting past you. And I know that I feel as though with this gentleman, he is very, very supportive. And right, they always keep you in the dark, Janet. Okay, and I think it's the generation that they were. Okay, and right, I know that things are not getting past yet. I know that he seems as though he's being very supportive at the moment, and I know I'm being shown a broken fence. Now, whether this is something to do within family, where the broken fence is, or something that needs to be mended. And right, I know he doesn't seem to want to be giving me any more. And right, okay, right, thank you for that, Sophie. And right, people have been around you without the best intentions. Yeah, okay, yeah, I know that I am feeling this, and right, but I know that we're dealing with it very well also. And right, I have to say for you, Sophie, that what he says to me is that you've grown in confidence as well, and right, and I know that some of the time it's like we build ourselves up, and then somebody knocks the wood away, and right, you need a new fence as well, Janet. Thank you. Okay, but what I know that the message is with this, what he is building for you is very, very strong. And thank you, Sophie. It's very, very strong, and it isn't going to be able to be knocked away, because it's something, Sophie, that you have created. You have created this base for yourself to stand on, and it will feel like it's impossible to move without an awful lot of force. And anybody who has been negative around you is not going to be able to move this on their own. So I feel as though it's where you have built that confidence, and it's where I can express myself and express fully, and know that you've got the backup in there, knowing that what you think is right is very definitely right, and there's no reason why you shouldn't stick to your guns. And I know this is what this gentleman is saying. Yeah, stick to your guns, and right. Okay, and right, I have to say also to you, I know that going forward, we're not going blindly forward. We're going by testing the water first, and if we have to test it again until it's right, then we can take that step. And I'm pleased to see that your confidence lifts. It's gone upwards this year. That's great. Thank you. Okay, so, bearing in mind what he says, we're taking that step forward, but not until the time is right. I also feel that Spirit will lead you as well. Spirit will guide you, because I do see I'm seeing a gentleman with a hood on, and like he seems to be just carrying a little light, and he's saying when it's lit, you'll see it, and I feel as though it's like I'm going forward with that. So I'll leave the love with you of this gentleman, and I will say thank you for working with me. All right, okay. Oh, now my coffee's going cold. Yeah, it's funny because I did a service last week with using herbs, and I left them on the floor here, and there they are still. I've still got some rosemary there. And right, thank you, Sophie. If it all makes sense to you, that's great. And thank you. Okay, right, the next one coming through now. I just feel the sense of a lady. And right, thank you, Pamela. The sense of a lady that is with me. Right, I want to say I'm seeing this lady standing up quite straight and I have to say she's quite a stern-looking lady. Right, and that sternness. She can smile, and but I just feel as though. Right, I'm feeling like I've got three different energies with me at the moment, or as she's showing me it. If it could possibly be a photograph where there's three sisters standing together, but this lady seems to be on. She's in the middle, and she seems to be the staunch one, the serious one, and the two at the side are the gigglers. So, if anybody's got that picture, it might be worth looking out. And right, but I'm wanting to work with this particular lady. Thank you, Daniela. You can take this. Would you understand also why I'm getting art work with this lady? Because I know that I'm seeing pictures, I'm seeing portraits as well. And unless there's possibilities that it's yourself that's the artist, and right, okay, because I know that what I'm seeing is I've got this lovely creativity with this lady, because I know as I'm seeing the staunchness with her, the seriousness, but I have to say that I've a loving, warm heart. If I can just move the barrier a little bit, and then I can feel myself, I can feel this lady, she's not opening up. And right, okay, well, sweets made into a picture, how lovely. Yeah, and you love drawing, right? Thank you. That's not meaning, yes, I am definitely coming to you then with this. Okay, because she did, yeah, the dragon lady, right? Okay, I know as she's here now, she's laughing at that. I don't know whether she knew that you called her the dragon lady, but she seems to be confirming it to me that she knew that you did. And I know she's saying to me as well that well, I just ignored it. And okay, but yeah, I just have this loving, warm heart with her, and I have to say a very caring soul as well, and she did seem to care about everybody. But I have to say with her as well, she wasn't the best conversationalist. And right, you never said it to her face, but she must have known. Yeah, she did know. Oh dear. And right, okay. So silence is golden, as she says. And right, yeah, she's yeah, not the best with words, but I feel as though I've got a really deep thinking lady with her here as well, and very attentive to detail. Right, I feel as though also she seems to want to get the pencils out and draw, and also I want to be saying I'm painting like landscapes, but I feel with yourself you like to draw, but I feel as though you like to draw portraits. Would that be correct? Yeah. Yes, she loved her family, but wasn't very affectionate. Yeah, I do understand that this is how she seems to be coming over, and right, okay, and right, but I have the discipline with her as well, and right. Would you also understand why I'll have to say to you Australia as well? So I feel as though there would have been, yeah, you sketch eyes and faces. That's brilliant. Keep it up, and right. Yeah, the Australia, I feel as though I've got a family member out there, whether it's with her or whether it's with you. She's not quite making that clear. But I feel as though somebody's been out there and they've come back and stayed out there for a while. And yeah, and then they've come back. And right, I also have to say to you as well, connections to America. Right. I know if I'm going to Australia with this, I'm going to the western side of Australia. If you're not sure about that, that's fine. Okay, so it may be something that you could look for, and right, because I feel like I am going to West Australia with this lovely lady. Right, okay, and right, I'm also being drawn to the fire service as well. Whether your mum goes to America, thanks. Yeah, Danielle. Yeah, okay. Right, I'm being drawn to the fire service for some reason. I hope you haven't had to call them out, anybody. No, and right, no, but I feel as though there was somebody who worked for the fire service. Okay, that's mum who goes to see her friends in America. That's fine. That's lovely. Okay, and right, I know that I'm just being drawn to something here, because I said as I've got the flowers still with me, and I hope I'm all right to do this. I'm all right using this, because I've got a little bit of lavender here, and right, we know that the fragrance of the lavender is beautiful, and what I get with this also is some of the time when the flowers have actually died off, but the little seeds, the aroma and the scent, it stays there, and it comes out very, very strongly. And even though some of this I was cutting off for last week from last year, but the aroma was still there. But this is the new growth that is growing for this year, and what it is, it's a good inhalant and it's good for the headaches. But I feel with you, Danielle, that you often get the drift of the scent or the aroma of flowers when there aren't any there. And so I know that I'm just being given this. Yeah, you're trained in aromatherapy. That's fantastic. Right, okay, and right, because I know that as I'm holding this up, I'm seeing the directions that that you may well have taken, and I feel like where things are certainly bearing fruit around your training in two ways. It's like I've got two different directions, but there's one that's straight up the middle that doesn't bear anything. So I feel as though there would have been decisions that you had to make, and quite possibly a diversification within your training as well. And I know that there's a little piece coming off there as well. So but I feel as though that could have been in the thought process. And but I feel as though even if we've had to come back slightly and then start again, and but now I do feel as though things are bearing fruit around you, and I know as this lovely lady does come through quite strongly. Also, she seems to be showing me a bowl of fruit, and right, I know that I have also got to give you a gentleman's name of Harry. And I feel as though Harry is in spirit, but I feel like this bowl of fruit I'm seeing is something that I'm wanting to draw or paint. And whether this lady drew this, yeah, you're fully qualified, but you've never put it to use. Okay, right, okay. Right, well, that doesn't mean to say you're not going to. Okay, so that's maybe where we're seeing this little bit of a dead end at the moment. But I feel as though it's like the opportunities that it's showing to me that are the ones that are on the outside. It may be that there's two directions that you could choose, either direction. And right, but I'm just wanting to say this bowl of fruit. I'm just wanting to pour it out for you, but I'm not actually pouring it at the moment. And if things have got a little stagnant at the moment, I feel as though it's where I'm just wanting to hold on to it, but I'm ready to pour the bowl of fruit and where things are bearing fruit for you. And right, well, I can see everything that is in this fruit bowl, the apples, the oranges, and I'm just wanting to say I've got some bananas in there as well, and I'm topping it off with some grapes. And what I can see is it's material for drawing, and I feel as though there's somebody who has taken this, who used to like drawing bowls of fruit. You can take it as symbolic. Okay, thank you. And right, and like where somebody wanting to draw bowls of fruit, but I do feel as though where I'm seeing this at the moment, and it does seem to have a double meaning to it as well. Okay, and with this lady, I just feel as though I've just got a lot of love in my heart for her. That she didn't, as we say, she didn't always express it, because I know that the pride and the power and the discipline seem to come with her first. And if you would ask her a question, she'd always ask you to research it for yourself and go find it out for yourself. I'll help you if you need it, but I'm not going to tell you things. And right, okay, right. I just do feel this lady is yes, she's stubborn, but so are you, right? Okay, just after her own heart. Okay, and right, okay. I just feel as though she's starting to draw away now, and right. But I'm also just being drawn around around my back area as well. Whether there's a little bit of discomfort there, because if there is, I'm wanting to send a little bit of healing there. And I will leave this lady's love with you, and I'll say thank you, Daniela. It's been a pleasure working with you. Okay. All right, now then. I'm just getting the energy of a lady. You're welcome, Daniela. It's lovely, thank you. Right. Okay, the energy of this lady, I have to say, quite phenomenal. I feel like I have got a grandma figure with me, and okay, I just feel like with this lady, I want to dance. Right, whether she was a dancer, but I feel as though I'm quite a party sort of person. I feel as though with this lovely lady, she's showing me like a wide expanse of family around as well, and right. She's also saying to me she never forgot one of them. It was always there was I feel it's like the grandchildren. The age gap is quite a wide one, but she's saying to me that her and the granddad, the husband, they never forgot any of them, and there'd always be something at Christmas and something for birthdays as well. They never forgot the birthdays. And right, I have to say with this lady, she looks quite slightly built. I feel as though there's a lot of weight dropped away from her as she got older. I can see this lady perhaps in her 60s, but I feel as though she may well have moved on into her 80s, into her mid-80s when she passed away. I have got this very lively soul with me, very lively person. And right, and I also have to say she knows what everybody's doing in family. She made it her business, and right, she's not talking bad about anybody, because she'd be the sort of person she'd tell them to the face. Right, I'm feeling like my chest is a problem. I feel as though there could have been a possible pneumonia condition with her before she passed away to spirit. I'm also feeling around my lower abdomen as well. I feel as though there may have been some problems there. So if anybody can understand this, please let me know. I'm also seeing the initial A. I feel as though this could have been an Alice name with this lady. Something similar. It sounded like Alice, she was saying. Right, okay. Right, I also have to say with this lady, she was quite basic with everything, and right, okay, might be your non-Facebook user, right? Thank you. Right, yeah, I know she's quite basic with everything, but I have to say what she saw as basic, what we see as basic, she saw as comfortable. And right, and I want to say I'm sat up there, and right, Audrey, thank you. Okay, yeah, I'm just sat up there, and right, I'm not taking any of the old gossip. I'm just laughing things off with her at the moment, because I just feel as though, right, Pamela, it sounds like your mum. Okay, she was a dancer, right? Wonderful, right? And you've an aunt called Alice, right? Okay, right. I definitely find that this lady is a dancer. Right. She would certainly have known how to strut it's the feet. I'm seeing the feet that seem to be going really really quickly. I feel as though what she's showing me is actually like the Scottish dancing, or they call it like the Caelids. And thank you, yeah, I'll go with Pamela, thank you. Yeah, the Caelids and such as that. But I do feel as though it's like I'm trained in other ways of dance as well. Right, okay. But I just do feel this lovely, powerful energy with her as well. And I just have to say also, I'm seeing lovely white hair with her as well. Yeah, she danced on stage in a group as well. That could possibly be so. Yes, okay. Brilliant, thank you. And right. Yeah, yeah, that's it. The tap dancing. It's me. I can't understand what the difference between it and just dancing. It seemed like Scottish, but she seems to be throwing her arms up as well. And right, okay, right. Good night, Jacqueline. Thank you for coming. And right, okay. And as she's showing me as well, I feel very lively. Right, even in an older age, she seems to be moving quite quickly. What did you say? I'm just linking your arm at the moment as well, and just I'm just having a little bit of a walk with you. And right, okay, right, yes, she seems to be showing me celebration as well. Right, now I'm not sure whether the celebration isn't around. Right, The initial A once again comes to mind. Is it A? Can you understand Adrian? I've just got to put the name of Adrian to you. And right, okay, whether that's where the celebration is around. Okay, okay, and right. And now I'm just starting to build this link with her again. Could you understand where the problems were within her body? I do feel as though I've got quite a problem within my chest area, also within my lower abdomen as well. If you can understand that. Your son-in-law is Adrian. Thank you. Okay, that's lovely. Okay, right. Okay, yeah, she just seems to be coming around me. Right, right. She's showing me something to do with her teeth as well, and right, whether this is something funny to do with her teeth. Right, cancer and developed pneumonia. Thank you, Pamela. That's brilliant. Right, also there's something to do with her teeth. Either they didn't fit quite right and they kept falling out. But I'm feeling like the false teeth broke, and it's like she didn't bother with them anymore, or something similar to this. Right, I just feel that little bit of a confusion with her. Right, but I don't feel as though she was confused of mind. I can feel as she was quite abrupt at times. With that little bit of abruptness, it would be quite often. Right, what have you come for? And but I do feel with her as though it was never meant to be offensive, and right, I can certainly see why it could have been. Yeah, right. Okay, it's the twisting it around and putting the top set in the bottom. And yeah, right. Okay. And, okay, yeah, I know she was. I know she's very definitely making me aware of that. Right. Okay, I'm just going to pick this little bit up, and it's going a little bit crispy at the moment. That's a piece of marjoram, a herb marjoram. It's part of the oregano family. It's a little bit on a smaller scale, and I feel as though it is good. It is good for the chest, and I feel as though that's why she's bringing it to me. And whether you need to, whether you've had a little bit of a chest complaint for yourself or something, a chesty cold or what, but she seems to want to bring me that. And the little leaves on it, they're very small but very strong. There's little different colours in there as well, which seem to complement one another. And right, I just get the green and like a little reddish, a deep red with it as well. Right, but I know that brother has lung cancer. Thank you. Right, okay, and yeah. Right, yeah, she's putting that up on me as well. Right, okay, and right, because I know that also it's an additive to a spirit drink like vodka or gin or something like, and right, but it's quite medicinal, but also it goes within the food stuff, and we can often like a little bit of a sprinkle of it on food some of the time. I feel like Grandma would have used a lot of what she grew, a lot of what they grew to make a meal also. And right, I know that I am being given a problem in my throat area as well now. Right, I know you just put your brother's got lung cancer, so it may be for that. But I'm also feeling as though where somebody could have had a throat cancer, and or where if anything is spreading and it's affecting the voice. And right, okay, because I just feel as though she's very aware of that. She wouldn't have been the sympathetic sort, but I have to say that when she had to be, she would be. And right, and she's one of these, right? Okay, you'll get over it. Don't worry about it, and just get on with it. I feel as though she's a real one for just getting on with life. And right, but I know that she's saying yes. Okay, the grew herbs, vegetables. Thank you, Pamela. That's brilliant. Right, okay. Yeah, I am getting the feel of that, and where somebody who couldn't speak and I'm having a real struggle. Okay, right, okay, yeah, and as I know that she's yeah, just got on with it. Yeah, she just did get on with it. Yeah, indeed. And I know that towards the passing to spirit, she was quite healthy, and she went downhill very, very quickly. Right, and it's just at the end, I know that she's saying that people were around her. I don't feel as though you yourself were, but you could correct me on that one if you need to. Right, oh, Dad had lung cancer as well. Couldn't speak, thank you. Okay, and right. So I am just getting that feel of people being with her at the end as well, and right. But she seems to be talking, and right. And if she's talking to me, she's saying to me, "You've often heard her voice." And right, because I know that she does come talking to you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, she just seemed to want to come and talk to you. Oh, you were with her, thank you. Okay, and right, because I know she's talking to me about. Oh dear, she's really putting this on me. I'll just have to take a little sip of water, I'm afraid. As I say, she was a very, very strong energy. And you do hear her shouting your name now. Thank you. Yeah, okay. And would I be correct in saying that you kissed her on her forehead? Because I know she's saying that somebody was holding her hand, and before she passed and when she'd passed, because I can hear the rattling of the breathing. Gastric reflux, thank you. Yeah, it's the real rattling in there, and right. So I'm feeling as though we knew when she'd passed because it all just stopped. It all just went, and it just faded away gradually as she did as well. And right, okay. I know she's saying to me it wasn't pretty for you, but I know she's saying she was glad you did kiss her, right? Thank you, and you're right, beautiful, and yeah, okay, and right. So I'm also feeling that there was time before. Some of the time before you'd go see her, because she's showing me ice cream, and whether you were feeding her some ice cream. But I know she's saying thank you for coming to see me, and right, she really did appreciate the company. Even though she was quite a hard-hearted soul, quite a hard soul. But I know she's saying to me she was brought up in the school of hard knocks as well. And right, and she's showing me her bare feet as well. Whether she didn't have shoes at one point in her younger days. Right, because I feel as though it's right. We will just make the best of anything that we have. Okay, and because I do feel as though she's drawing away now. I do feel as though she ended her days comfortable, and even though things around her were basic, but she's still saying to me, I was comfortable, and she was comfortable with family, and I were custard, right? Okay, right. And she couldn't swallow it very well. Okay, so I just get the feel of ice cream. But anyway, it might be me. I might want an ice cream when I've done here today. Okay, and right, I'll just say that she. Oh, right, she seems to want to show me a red, like a red cardigan as well that she would wear, and like a deep red cardigan. And I know that there must be pictures of her wearing this around you somewhere. So I know she's just leaving that as a memory. And right, and can I leave a love with you, Pamela? And thank you very much for working with me. Okay, okay. Oh, right, now then. I know I've got another energy coming in. Right, okay. Right, thank you. Sorry to monopolise again. It doesn't matter to me. Yes, you can take the cardigan. That's fine. Okay, well, you're not monopolising. Then obviously they're coming through and they're giving you all this for a reason. So, yeah. Yeah, right. I'm taking it from that. It was the same lady who came through on Sunday. She must like me then. Okay, well, at least I've scored with somebody tonight then. That's brilliant. Okay. Oh, right. I've got this this feeling, a real powerful energy. Right. I'm getting all the power energies coming in tonight, and Okay, right. I know that this is this lady that I am speaking to at the moment. Or, well, speaking to, she's speaking to me, and right, because I feel as though I've got this commanding presence with me. This lady, she's a really beautiful soul. I would have to describe her as, and I know that she's on a generation onwards. I feel as though this could be a motherly figure, motherly grandmother. I don't want to say grandmother. I don't want to say it's mother when if I'm putting somebody in spirit when they're still here. So it could be grandmother, but somebody who was like a mother. And right, I know that I am drawing around my knees with this lady. I feel as though she would have had weakness there. Right. Right, she could walk. I'm seeing her as she's getting elderly, but she's quite able. She's quite able-bodied. I know that she'd also have problems in her abdominal area. I feel as though she had a lot of ladies' complaints or ladies' issues. Let's say. I know she's a very private person again, and right, but I just feel as though once again she wants to be opening up to me as well. And okay, as she comes, she just come with this energy. It's very, very forceful. Right, I feel as though it's a little oppressive at times, but she knows what everybody's doing within family. And again, I feel as though there is quite an expanse there as well with family members. Right, okay. She's making me aware of a gentleman that passed her spirit very quickly. So I feel as though there's something else, another issue, another energy that comes with her. A gentleman who fell off a step. I fell down some stairs. I know the name of Colin comes in with the gentleman who passed away. I'm just asking the lady for her name, but she seems a bit reluctant because she was a Mrs. And okay, but I understand the name of Mary, or could possibly have been known as May, that comes with this lady as well, and the beautiful energy that she brings me is where I feel as though whatever this is for, I'm not seeing anything coming up at the moment, so I'll just keep on working with this lady and see if anybody can understand it. Right, okay, I'm feeling like this lady would have lived to an age of somewhere in the mid-80s once more. Right, even past the mid-80s, I feel as though, but I feel as though she went downhill, and it's like I'm going slowly with this as well, so I'm feeling as though there would be some forgetfulness with her as well that generated or degenerated, where the mind is going degenerated. Janet, again, thank you. Right, and a friend Mary could be your mum. Right, thank you. Whether you can understand this downhill slope, it's the rocky road, and that we never recover from. Whether you understand that or not. And right, okay. So I'll just keep on going with that and see if it makes any sense to you, Janet. Right, okay. Right, I feel with this lady, she's very outspoken. Right, she certainly speaks her mind. And right, I want to say could be offensive with what she says at times, and could be quite abrupt. And I know that she's not afraid of raising her voice as well. And the way that it is, I'm feeling as though I want to pay her a great deal of respect. Okay, and right, okay, she certainly doesn't settle for second best. Doesn't this lady? I want everything to be just so. She's really is a perfectionist. Right. I feel as though what she shows me, if this is for you, Janet, where things around you are very tight knit. I feel as though I've got a tight knit unit around you, and right where we don't. I feel as though experience has taught you not just to let anybody into the fold, and right. I feel as though I've got to be very, very sure about who people are or what people's motives are. before we can actually let them in. Thank you, Janet. That's lovely. And right, okay, right. I just get with this lady. I know that she was certainly well looked after. In a decline in years, as she's saying to me, she got as though she didn't know who people were, and right, and I'm just in my own world with her. But I just feel as though where I'm coming from with her, she's quite comfortable with it within her own mind. And I know that I know that she's saying people would be saying it create a lot of upset to see her as she was. But I have to say that she was comfortable. And okay. Right. I have to also say the way that she said things could be quite amusing without actually being meant to be funny. But it's just the way that she was. And right, I have to also say that she's showing me like the hill or steps that we seem as though we're climbing at the moment. And you cared for her, thank you. That's lovely. And where she's showing me steps that you're climbing at the moment. And it just seems as though things are never ending. It's like I'm spiraled, and right, but not out of control. I don't feel that things are out of control. I feel as though there's nothing that you can't overcome or accomplish. And I know that what she's bringing me is it's like I get the little scary moments, and okay, can I get out of this? Because I feel as though if I was to say, I feel as though I'm being backed into a corner at times. Would that make sense to you? And right, because I feel as though she'd be fighting her way out, and it's like I'm standing in front of you, and I'm getting my fists up and I'm fighting it out for you, and right, I'm clearing the way for you. And right, I've got to say also, right, thank you, Janet, that's lovely. And I have to say also with this, what she is showing me is like I see like the darkness, a little bit of darkness around you, but where there's darkness, there's always going to be light as well, light at the end of it all. And right, so I can just see where things are easing. I won't say easing down around you. It's not quite. I'm not quite as breathless as I were, and where it's leveling off. And this is where I can find the light, where I can see it now. Thank you. And right, I have to say also to you, you've come a long, long way. And right, where I feel as though there's been a couple of bumpy landings within the last, let's say, the last 2 years, I want to say. But you've got up and you've dusted yourself down, and you've made that transition or that journey, but you've done it gradually. And it's not a case of, right, I'm doing it all and I'm not going up to the sky and bouncing back down again. I am going in like a simple harmonic motion, and I'm just going upwards, and I'm like the phoenix that rises from the ashes. Yeah, thank you, Janet. That's lovely. And right, because I just feel as though it's where she is. She's right behind you. And right, but I also want to say it's like I've dropped some baggage, and right, I'm feeling as though this might be in a sense of we've offloaded something, and right, something that we were carrying that we haven't had use for anymore, and right. And right, when I say it's something that I've held on to for too long, if that's making sense to you, and now I've found that I can let it go, and I've now found that thing feel free. Let's say the freedom around you, and right, where I feel as though I can breathe the fresh air, and it's like I'm just taking in that deep breath, and I'm sighing it all out, and I'm just pushing things behind me. And I'm going forward, and there's nothing. Oh, thank you. That's right. Thank you. That's lovely, Janet. And well, I certainly don't want to open things up on that score, but I am saying that where we have moved forward, and right, where I'm seeing now that that there is that light there, and I feel like you've built for yourself the to where you are now. I know it's been a journey. It's been a tough one, but I just feel as though it's getting easier for you. And right, I can see where the dew is on the grass and the sun is burning it off, but the sun is burning and it is shining brightly around you. And letting go has allowed the healing process to take place. And I would say to you, Janet, that you're feeling a lot better now than you have felt in a long time. I know this lady leaves a love with you, and I will say thank you for working with me. Bless you. Oh dear. Okay, right, that's lovely. Okay then, right, I know that I am getting the energy of a lovely lady. Yes, thank you, Janet, that's brilliant. Well, that Sarah chipping in and just saying one more there. All right, thank you. I missed that one, Sarah. Sorry, I'm getting carried away here. Okay, right. This is the last message then, so listen up. Okay, I've just got this lovely lady that's just joining me. Right, the way that she joins me, it's really uplifting. Really, I just want to say I feel really uplifted with this lady, and a real beautiful energy. Right, I know that with her, she's talking to me about a heart condition. She's also talking to me about her hips as well. I feel as though she's had some problems there. Okay, and now I'm just saying things out with her as well, because I feel as though with this lady, she had a tough time a lot of the time, but with the times that she enjoyed, she really relished it. Right, so now she's talking to me about her children and how much she loved them. Right, I feel as though I'm very, very protective with this lady, a little bit overprotective perhaps. And but I can see also where her life was enhanced with grandchildren as well, and she just seemed to have a love of everybody. And right, I'm just asking for a name, but she's not giving me one at the moment. And supposed to say it sounds like it's a Margaret name that is coming through. It's certainly the initial of M that's coming through. She might have been known as Peggy at times as well. So if that makes sense to anybody. Okay, thank you, Janet. Good night. God bless. Okay, and right, if that's making any sense to anybody, and right, but I just feel as though this the energy with her is really a lovely, lovely, peaceful energy, and I just can't help but feel that in her company there's a real upliftment, because I can only feel with her laughter and okay, and good vibrations, as she's telling me. I know she's a very smart-minded lady. She was within her day, in her heyday, she's telling me. Very smart-minded, and I have to say, a lovely-looking lady, a very good-looking lady. And the way that she builds, she's very, very particular about her hair. And right. Right, she's talking to me under the name of Anne. Now, did I say Anne on here somewhere tonight? I'm not sure, but she seems to. Right, Sharon, your mum's Margaret. Okay, right. Would you understand where the name of Anne comes into this as well? Because I know that I've just been given that name. Right. Okay. I just felt as though there was somebody called Anne on here tonight, but I haven't seen any name of Anne. So, right, I might be imagining it. Okay, right. Okay, Sharon. I would ask if this description of this lady fits your mum as well, and as your mum is Margaret. But the way that I want to be building with this is, I've just got this lovely energy. And I'm Makatia, right? Okay, maybe your grandma was a sister called Margaret. Right, that feels as though that's more like it. So I'll just thank you for that one, Sharon. Oh, she called you Annie, right? Okay, I'll see where I'm going with this then. Right, I might be with either of you. Okay, And as I know this sometimes happens, I know I've been called to time after this one, so I get bombarded with spirit messages, and they're sometimes a little bit jumbled up. So I'll just have to forgive me. I'll just have to try and sort this one out. It fits you, Sharon. Thank you. Okay, right. Okay, let's work with this one then. So, right, the way that I see with this lady. Oh, you have a daughter called Annie, right? That's lovely. Oh boy. Oh boy, this is great. And I love it when they do this. Pepper me with information. Okay, the way that she does, Bill. Okay, right. They're laughing at me now because they're confusing me. And right, but I do believe that this lady would have. She'd had a beautiful sense of humour. She'd listen to people and she would laugh with them, and it's like I'm just putting my little bit into it as well. And the way that she was an actual people's person. Oh, right, brilliant. Sister called Annie, thank you. Okay, and the way that she's a really beautiful person, and I just see with her, she has that ease with everybody. The way that she connects and speaks to people, and it's always a little bit of laughter. And if anybody, I do know as well from what she's saying that many people were jealous of her because of her manner, and they didn't like it because she was so open with people and so happy with everybody, and they would call her. Just giving a little bit of the Chinese whispers behind her back, and right, and I also say with her, but to her she's saying behind me back, and it was water off a duck's back. She just didn't care, and but she never held grudges against anybody. And right, if they decided they were going to talk to her, she'd always talk back to them. If they didn't want to, then she wouldn't either. And it's okay, fine, I'll leave it to you. Because I know that what she's saying, yeah, thank you, Anne. Yeah, it's very calm and kind. And I also have to say that anybody who had a problem with her, she's saying to me, I took it as it was their problem. It wasn't my problem. And that's a really wonderful way of looking at it. And right, but she's saying, right, it didn't bother me because I could just laugh about it. And but it didn't stop her from, it didn't change her in any way, right, because I know that I have to say she just stayed the same all the way through. Okay, right, in times of trouble, right, I feel like she would be there for you, right, because I know that there's been, right, if I was to say, like, a certain point in your life which was a very dire, let's say, a situation that you were in. Yeah, just to say thank you, Anne. Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, and you're absolutely right. And would I be correct in saying that there was a problem? I know she's going back sometime in your life where I just feel as though everything seemed to cave in. And I feel like she was there for you, helping you. And right, helping you through. And right, and I feel as though it's like I'm repaying the compliment as she was fading into her next life, where I know that you were around, and right, I know that I've got this this helping with you as well. This way of right, thank you, Anne. That's lovely. Right, and the way that she comes, it's like, well, we're there for each other. And right, and I know that she's saying to you as well that she's there for you now as well, in spirit, because I know that she's been back. I know that you've experienced her presence. And right, I'm just going to bring this little sprig of rosemary up, and I have to say that this is a really strong plant. It's very fragrant. And the rosemary oil is good for the skin. And right, thank you, Sharon. It resonates with you as well. That's brilliant. And right, it's fragrant, it's strong, and it is a very, very tough plant, is this as well. And I feel as though if I'm bringing it to you, Anne, you have made a tough customer of yourself. You're not going to be pushed about, and right, and I feel as though that's been around you. It's something that you developed, and you've lived with it. You saw I stood in your bedroom a few days ago. It's fantastic, and right. So this is what she's saying you are, and where you're tough. Your life is full, and what I'm seeing with all this is the strength of the little petals. I'm not sure what I'd quite call them. Not going to call them leaves, but everything is very, very strong. There's things underneath it. It just seems a little bit rough, where I may need just to smooth things out, but the leaf on top is quite smooth. And right, I feel as though what you're presenting at the moment is very, very similar to herself. And right, and I know that for you, a lot of things, it's like water off a duck's back. And right, I'm not going to bother about anyone. You're bothering about your own and those that are around you. And right, I have to say, it's like onwards and upwards. This is very, very healthy. Is this little cutting, this little plant, very healthy, and it is very strong. And I feel as though there is a mental strength around you that you have developed to become where you are, and where I'm standing firm with everything. Standing very firmly for what you believe in, and standing very firm for family and friends as well. And right, as I know with this lady, she seems to be just drifting away now. She's yes, thank you, that's brilliant, and thank you. And she just drifts away. And I feel as though it's like she just got the message through. But I do really feel a really beautiful lady in spirit. And the way that she was when she was here, she was a really beautiful looking lady, I do feel. And right, I will leave the love with you. And I feel as though that's time to finish now. So I'll just say thank you all very much, and good night, and God bless.
Perfect, Rodney. Thank you very, very much. I just need to ask you something, because your little office there, shall we call it? It just reminds me of a sauna room. You know, the little. It is.
You want to get up here in summer when sun's hot. It is like a sauna.
I'm in an actual sauna. Oh, brilliant. I love it. Oh, dear. Thank you ever so much for your fabulous messages, Rodney, and proof of life after life, as we like to say. That's absolutely brilliant. Everybody's enjoyed. You need to watch this back and read the lovely messages you were getting there. Although, to be fair, you were quicker at reading them than I could put them on the screen, and I've only got to click. So, you know, I need to step up a bit. You can shut up, Reverend Adrian.
I'm not saying a word.
That told him, didn't it, Rodney? Oh, Rodney, could I ask you to do the closing prayer, please?
You certainly can. And
thank you.
If we just join together, and if I may once again speak with you, the Spirit of God, and thank you for that which is beautiful in our lives, and for the teachings that you have given us, and for the reminders of the beauty that is around us and not too far away, and for the beauty of the Spirit work and the trust that they are showing in us as we show the trust in Spirit, and as we show our trust in you, Spirit of God. May we take that love and the healing and the energies out into our world, and we will send out that beautiful white light, the light of your love, into every family, into where it needs to go for every living thing at this time, for those whose minds are blinded by the material worlds, those who need healing in the sanctuaries, in the hospitals, the hospices, and other healing establishments. Let us be for you, let us be your ambassadors of your love, which is always and now and forever. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Lord, keep us safe this night, secure from all our fears.
All our fears.
May angels guard us while we sleep. till morning light appears. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you. That's lovely. Well, I suppose we could. Oh, I just did see a message somewhere. Where was it? Oh, there we are. There you go, Rodney. Look. Love the way you've incorporated the herbs. Yes, so did I. I've never seen that done before. I like that.
Yeah, I like the next message.
Let me have a look.
Yeah, I do.
We've got to do it. Thanks for that, Adrian. I like that. I actually thought the same, but I didn't have the guts to say it. I would just thought if there's any strange noises, we're just going to have to cough a bit. Oh, I love it. Oh, next week we've got next week's speakers. We've got lovely ladies Irene Renshaw and Jean Pearson doing a little duo there. They'll be missing their little right hand man Tony, won't they? Because they're usually a bit of a trio. So just the girls next week. You'll be outnumbered, Adrian. You know, we just
I'm not bothered.
Just how you like it.
Yeah. I've known Jean a long time.
Oh, yeah, they're great, aren't they?
Jean was one of my mentors.
Was she?
Yes.
We could blame Jean, can we?
Yeah. And it was Jean Pearson who I first ever got on platform with.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, well, they're like stepping back in time then. Except we can't get him on platform on here, Jean. So maybe you could have a word in his shell-like.
Yeah, that was at what church?
Oh,
I can remember her from Parkgate Church many years ago.
That's right,
yeah.
Parkgate Church. Even I know Parkgate Church. Can tell we're all from Rotherham, can't you?
Oh, all common as muck.
You speak for yourself. Did you notice it said send, not self?
Yeah.
It slips back in now and again, especially when I go to visit relatives.
Well, I can't help it, can the lass?
Nah. Said Neddy. We're going to draw the raffle next week for John Ennis so we can hopefully sell all the tickets. Please support us by buying the tickets to win the one-on-one private reading. And next week it's John Ennis. They're £1 each, and it just helps to keep us going. And Reverend Nick Littleport will be doing their service tomorrow with Reverend Lynn. Adrian, have you got anything to tell us, my dear?
I have. We're going to try and get Alicia Miller back on from California. Remember a couple of weeks back, we couldn't get her on. So Karen joined us. That's right. So we'll get Alicia on tomorrow, and then it's Karen Miller next week.
Fantastic. And if they can't get on, everybody, and you do hear Reverend Adrian saying, Reverend Sarah, where are you? And I disappear off the screen, just say, oh, look, her internet must have gone.
Open Circle. Hopefully starting in a couple of weeks. It'll be a Monday night. And it'll be £3 each.
Yes.
And hopefully from when we start it, like I say, it'll be a week, probably a week on Monday, 2 weeks on Monday most. It'll be every Monday from then. Live
in our church.
That's right. And that'll
Absolutely.
Be face to face. Please wear masks. Please use the gel when you come in, but we will have a good night. Yeah,
Reverend Adrian's got a fabulous wolf mask. I ain't showed it you. I'll show it you tomorrow morning when we're up at church. I've saved you a fabulous wolf. Although it does look a bit like your beard, actually, come to think of it.
Rodney, do you see what I have to put up with?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
It is horrible. It's terrible. Yeah.
You might have to put up with it, same.
I'm not saying a word.
Scare the abuse, Adrian.
I know.
I think there's a saying, it's called put up and shut up. Oh, yeah. And see you later. What's that? You've got a dog then? You made me jump and I shouldn't. How are you feeling? Rough.
It's my guard dog.
Oh, look, here we go. Hang on. Anne's asking you a question.
Are you going a development group? Yeah, I need developing. Yes, that's not going to probably start till about mid-May, June time, man, because of the because we are going to give it quite interactive on that. So, yeah.
Oh, you heard it here first.
Let's see how the home circle goes first.
Absolutely. We'd just like to remind everybody that the shop is open now, Monday to Saturday, 9:30 till 1. Thank all our volunteers that go and collect items, that donate items to us, especially to Sue, who works really, really hard for us, delivering, taking, serving customers. She's absolutely, and she even makes tea and coffee, bless her, doesn't she, Adrian? And she washed up and we left cups there the other day. So,
that's disgusting.
I know, I blame you, because you weren't there, I blamed you. Oh, dear me. Anyway, on that note, oh, Rodney, sorry, I forgot to say, and I do apologise. How can anybody find you if they'd like to speak to you? How can they find you?
You can find me on Facebook, send me a friend's request, I'm on Messenger, yes, if anybody wishes to speak to me, or anybody wishes to join my my Friday group as well. I still run. That's been running now for over a year since the first lockdown. I do sitting for the soul and then sitting for spirit, and I've got quite a few attendees that come on a regular basis. It's a group of about 20, but we get 12 to 14 people regular each week. So
excellent.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Yeah.
Send us that link, Rodney.
Is that the same way for social services and police to find you as well, Rodney?
They already know where I am.
It's in the WC.
Yeah. Saturday night, my number's 999 because that's where you'll find me.
Oh, dear. Yeah, if you send us a link, Rodney, we'll advertise it for you. By all means, send us it.
Lovely. Yeah, great. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, send one to Spiritual Unity as well, Rodney. I'll put it on there for you as well.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
We'll spread you about. Oh, dear. No, don't. I know what you're going to say, don't. Oh, look, bless her, Pam, look. Thank you for a lovely evening. Do all of these services. That's an awful lot during lockdown.
God bless.
Oh, thank you,
God bless. Yeah, and bless you all for joining us, because of course without you we wouldn't have a church, and we really, really do enjoy it. These lives, I don't know, I know it. I know Reverend Adrian does, and I'm sure, yes, he does. I'll tell you why he's doing that, because I've told him I've got to learn StreamYard, and so I know it's. it was being a little drama queen, wasn't you? Yeah, at least he admits that. What can you say? Oh, well, I think it's time to let everybody get off and go and have their cup of tea before bed. I thank you again, Rodney, for stepping in. Wonderful to see you. Yes, I know, I like it. Mine's gone cold, my Ovaltine. Keep in touch, Rodney.
I will.
And if anybody needs us out there, you know how to find us. We're always here for you. Good night and God bless everyone.
God bless.
If anybody does need a chat, give me a shout and we'll have a talk.
Absolutely. Thanks, Rev.
Feeling low or anything like that, just give me a shout and we'll have a chat and see what's going on. All
Fantastic. Right? Fantastic. Good night and God bless everybody.
God bless.